co je mrtvé, nemůže zemřít. Vítejte u další epizody na Let's Play hry Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Mé jméno Adesoul a budeme pokračovat dál. Půjdeme za tou další sestrou, Claire. A já už jsem tu epizodu měl natočenou a samozřejmě mi hra spadla, takže... A ještě navíc jsem neměl uloženou, neměl jsem uložený ten progres, co byl tady. Takže jsem to teďka rychle oběhal a my pokračujeme dál. Tak Claire, ta je tady. To je taková velká knížka. A je to portál. Úžasný. Tady je knihovna a my tady nemůžeme nic přečíst, takže jdeme rovnou dál. Do jejich komnat. Taky rozmazaný obličej a oči. No a to je, dámy a pánové, Claire. 4 ruce, stejně jako ta porodní bába.
Boss. No, not boss. Boss in the letters. The letters to boss, to beloved. These, all of them, I write. Letters to beloved, boss, I write. I write only letters to boss, to beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister. There is no love in her. There is much in me. For boss. For beloved. My beloved. My dearest.
Trýzeň srdcí. Jestli se chci o Claire dozvědět víc, musím si přečíst její zápisky.
Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty. Cursed to feel nothing for eternity, Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret. A flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble young man named Bors, whose memory was her light in the kingdom's shadow, though torn apart by dark magic. Claire refused to surrender to despair. She knew that giving up hope would mean losing herself entirely, succumbing to the same cold emptiness that claimed her sisters. So she endured, her heart steadfast in its belief that love could shatter even the darkest of spells, and that one day, somehow, she and Bors would reunite.
To je mazec, že to takhle, ten příběh, oni dali do prostě kreslený verze. My musíme navštívit 3 místa. A musíme porazit Borsovo vtělení vášňového milovníka, snového minstrela a srdnatého rytíře. Ale jako tohle, co jsem nečekal. To je hodně hustý. A už se pomalu blížím k tomu, kde jsem skončil já. Takže strašně se těším, jak se ten příběh bude vyvíjet. To, že v dnešní době udělat takovouhle hru, to je prostě pecka.
Long ago, there lived a maiden named Clare, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Clare dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Clare's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she moved, a terrible pain gripped her chest and the mirror shattered. Clare, knowing the curse had claimed her, fled the tower. She reached the road just as the procession passed, grasped the knight's cape, and collapsed. Sir Bors turned at the sudden tug, leapt from his horse and caught her. Her breath grew faint, and she whispered, "Do not grieve, for I am glad to have seen you, my knight." With those words, her spirit departed. Sir Bors wept bitterly, for never had he seen a maiden of such beauty and grace. His heart swelled with both joy and despair, for he knew he would never again love another as he loved the fair and cursed maiden, Clare.
Masakra. Pokračujeme dál na další příběh.
In the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Clare. Clare, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power, locked in a distant tower. Her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Clare, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Clare. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down. His body falling beside his broken lute, Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her.
To je smutný, ale hezký. No a posledního vášnivého milovníka. Který je nejdál a kterým to končí. Ona teda psala ty příběhy a není zase tak zasažena tou kletbou. Co na ní uvalila ta královna.
It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart. Working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun, he paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the two surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But Bors never did. Summer turned to autumn, and the maiden ceased her rites. She withdrew into the shadowed stillness of her tower, her heart heavy with unending sorrow. Unbeknownst to her, Bors's bones lay bleached and brittle beneath the sun, hidden in the very field where their love had bloomed. For in Sagramor's kingdom, no crime was graver nor punishment swifter than love.
No a teďka se vrátíme za Claire. Láska zakázaná. Důležitá je moc. To je...
I was writing something important. Do you know what it was? Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him. Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sagramor. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry. Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes. Strange. No, I'm sorry. My sister. I have two sisters. one older and another the eldest. She's the caregiver. She nurtures, she helps, she tries. She wanted Sagramore. She wanted the crown. She has everything except love. She has no desire for love. She wants to rule. Love is not necessary. Power is. Fear is. It's at the very top, above all else. To see everything. To hear everything. She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything. Enough. She sees all, hears all. Her arms are long. They're everywhere. Go now, go.
No, tak to bylo. Omlel jsem oběma královským sestrám, měl bych si promluvit se správcem. Který asi už bude oživlej. No jo.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen? Ah, I see you're trying to coax a little gossip out of me. I appreciate the effort. You're the only one around here who can hold a normal conversation. Not many people know that the three sisters are Bandrui, female druids. Interesting, isn't it? Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. They didn't care, though. They did their work, and they did it well. One day, they delivered a prophecy to Sagramore, telling him he was destined to be the next King Arthur. Our king took their words to heart, and made one of them his queen. The other sisters helped the queen maintain the kingdom in its current state. It's not for me to say whether it's right or not. I know my place and the role I've been given.
To je masakr, takže oni, ty tři sestry, byly druidky. Proto oni mají takovou moc a proto mohli v podstatě to celé království potopit pod vodu a udržovat ho v takovém stavu, v kterém je. To je hodně hustý.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen? Nobody knows. The king and queen haven't granted an audience to anyone in years. All these poor, lost souls will never get their turn. Only Stygander and I are aware of the passage of time. The rest are stuck, frozen in the moment. But we're not allowed in the throne room, so we have no idea what's going on with the king and queen. If I were you, I'd be sure to mind your manners and follow every order, for your own safety. As you wish. Here is the most precious of all keys. It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you might have an occasion to see the royal chapel. Please, don't forget us. Damned for all eternity.
Takže už máme klíč od kaple. A já, když jsem vstoupil tamhle do toho portálu, tak se to prostě tára spadla. Máme 19 minut. Já se vždycky snažím půl hoďky, ale tady udělám výjimku a ukončím tady tuhletu epizodu. Stejně asi vyjdou 2 v jeden den, což vlastně už asi i víte. Ale každopádně, pokud se vám tato cesta do Claryiny mysli a pohádky líbila, budu rád jako vždy za like. Můžete to okomentovat, co si o tom myslíte. Můžete dát odběr, aby vám nový videa neutekly. A já se budu těšit na setkání s králem a královnou. Ale do té doby, co je mrtvé, nemůže zemřít.